This is Thomas Frawley, a 47-year-old father of three from Waukee, and we're here to discuss his opinions on the caucus. So, Tom, which issues are most important when choosing a presidential candidate?
Well, I think that, for me, finding a candidate that's going to be able to collaborate between both the Republicans and Democrats to pass meaningful legislation. I think too often bipartisan politics gets in the way of passing such legislation. So I think that candidate that can join both sides and mend fences to find solutions that the country needs is going to be the one that's going to be the most effective.
Okay.
Also, I should mention,
All right.
I think that certainly addressing the war is going to be a big concern in this caucus. And finally, I think that I'm going to be personally interested in hearing those candidates that have specific views on balance of trade issues. Clearly it seems like the amount of imports we're receiving from China relative to what we're exporting is certainly out of balance right now.
Okay. And we hear about many of these issues in the commercials for the presidential candidates. Which candidates' commercials are the most compelling and why?
Well, I think that John Edwards has probably had this, as a body of work, has probably had the most emotional and passionate commercials. I think those that probably would appeal to mainstream America the best. He speaks in very plain language, I think very understandable, and certainly speaks to the emotions of the American people. I've also thought that some of Mitt Romney's early commercials really portrayed him in a very honest and simple way, but clearly identifying what his position was for his campaign.
Okay. And I understand that you will be showing up at the caucuses tomorrow. So, who do you believe will excel tomorrow night?
Well, I'm not sure which candidate offhand will be the person that's going to excel. I think, though, that for me, I'll be looking for the individual that can most clearly articulate their views around how they expect to change Washington, and those candidates that avoid generalizations and rather get into specifics about how they're going to get things done. I think is what people want to hear. We too often hear very general statements from candidates which leave you believing that it's going to be difficult for them to accomplish that. So I'm really looking for somebody that can really lay out a very specific plan around how they're going to get things done in Washington.
Okay, thank you, Tom. And once again, this is Tom, a father of three, 47 from Waukee, getting his opinion on this tomorrow night's caucus. Thank you.
Thank you.